I just saw a trade recently with this running back, right? We have Rachaad White for Rashad Penny. And
Pick your Rashaad.
yeah, Shane, like you're the trade expert over here. Is Rachaad White for Rashad Penny a good bet? Obviously, it feels like Rashad Penny, the person who received them, might be trying to win this year. The other guy might be building towards his future. How are you feeling about the
I
Rachaad White for
generally
Rashad Penny?
generally you're not making running back trades to build for the future. That's a foolhardy endeavor. You should any running back trade you make should be about today and at most next year.
You're not looking to Melvin Gordon's age 65 season that
Yeah,
you mentioned
yeah.
earlier?
Well, I think he'll still be good. Age curve does say that he's not going to be as good. Didn't like Rachaad White coming into the class, but into the draft, but he was drafted in the third round. He's got good capital. He actually has decent, good production in his senior season, even though he was 34 years old when he did it. Penny to me is an easy flip. Like that's why you hold on to Rachaad Penny. Like you hold on to him to try to flip him for something better, like a Rachaad White. Where if someone wants two Rachaad Pennies, I'll give them both of them, and then they can give me James Cook. Just banking on, again, Rachaad Penny's vastly talented, but he's never shown that he can actually stay on the football field or be consistent in the few stretches that he has other than last year.
I will plant my flag on this one that not only would I take Rachaad White over Rashad Penny, I think Rachaad White should be drafted ahead of James Cook in rookie drafts.
Whoa, that's a hot take right there. I like it because I actually like Rachaad White. I don't think that Leonard Fournette is long for this team. I think that he could end up dealing with some injuries like we've seen in the past. And hey, we know that Keyshawn Vaughn ain't going nowhere. So I actually somewhat like this take. It concerns me a little bit with Tom Brady and rookie running backs because he has never had a good rookie running back. And we have Rachaad White, who is 23, I believe. So he's an older rookie.
I don't really care that much about like a running back age.
Yeah.
First, I mean, Najee Harris was a 23-year-old rookie, and we drafted him with a ton of capital, and that was like one of the reasons I wasn't as big on him. But that's a massive opportunity cost. Like Rachaad White's going in the early second in a shitty class. He'd be a late second probably at any other class. It's not a massive opportunity cost. To me, with Rachaad White, if you get one season of high-end RB2 value, if you get 1 month of RB1 value, you've already won.
Because you're getting him at 205, 206. And just so I'm clear, like I don't care about how old Rachaad White is. I care about the fact that it took him until he was 36 years old to produce. Like, if like Najee Harris went to school for 15 years, but he was pretty good in most of them. You know what I mean? Like if you break out early, fine. I just have more faith in you. Although running back, it matters less, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. John, why do you like slow people so much? I think, he's saying that he would rather have Dameon Pierce or Isaiah Spiller. I would not. I think that Rachaad White is like the most fantasy-friendly profile in this class outside of Breece Hall, in the sense that he has the size. He's 6 feet 214. He has 4.48 speed. He has an incredible pass-catching profile. He was PFF's #1 graded receiving running back last year, and he had an 18% target share. So I think that he's a really, really strong pass-catching prospect. And he was fine enough in terms of rushing the ball. He was generally an efficient running back, running the ball at Arizona State. So I think that Rachaad White is like everything that you want in fantasy. And John, I mean, maybe to an NFL team, game film matters more than speed, but like from a fantasy perspective, like those guys just don't have as fantasy friendly of profiles. Like they have some pass catching utility. I don't even hate those two at cost a whole ton, but like also, like Rachaad White was just like a way more efficient running back than Isaiah Spiller, who's been like total garbage his entire career. And I think that, White's a guy that I really like, and he's in just an incredible situation, which doesn't matter a lot for running back because, like those players are bad though. Like, so he's saying he went to Tampa Bay. They don't use young players like Vaughn, Tyler Johnson. Well, one of those young players they didn't use is Keyshawn Vaughn, who is still on the roster and sucks, right? Like Tyler Johnson, it was a round 5 pick, I believe. Like round 5 picks are usually bad. I don't expect that Rachaad White's going to come in and dominate touches this year or in any way. I'm sure as long as Leonard Fournette is healthy, that he will have the role. But I do think that if Leonard Fournette gets hurt, which he gets hurt every single year, he's also old and he's also not that good. Then what? It's Rachaad White, Keyshawn Vaughn, Giovanni Bernard. To me, if Rachaad White is not good enough to beat out Keyshawn Vaughn in a camp battle for who to start next week if Leonard Fournette sprains an ankle, the whole bet fails. Like then at that point, it's totally pointless. So I would be taking Rachaad White. And like as for Pierce, like yeah, I guess Pierce has a better chance of maybe being like the RB24 this year. But what does that get you? He plays in the Texans. Like I would rather have a month of Rachaad White if Leonard Fournette sprains an ankle than a full season of Dameon Pierce, Michael Cartering it up.